I'm Robert Brzenchek. What I want the viewers to know about me is I'm a hardworking individual from a town in Wilkes-Barre, PA, home of the Kids for Cash, Luzerne County. I want to dissuade folks from that stigma from the area because we're really hard workers. We're passionate about what we do. Our grandfathers, our forefathers are immigrants. Their mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. They're a community. And I'm a part of that community. And that's a part of my fiber. And that's what I've done throughout the world, is take that hardworking ethic from where I'm from and impart my knowledge based upon my career and my background within this area. It's a global effort for what we're facing today in the criminal justice community. It's going to take both law enforcement and the community to work hand in concert to make an impact to make our criminal justice system work. And so I'm an advocate for that. And everything that I'm about is advocating for folks to get resources and the actions of the police officers and an understanding of the criminal justice system in a manner that everyone could work together in a criminal justice system together. I chose to leave my hometown to join the military and police because it started my undergraduate work. I was a political science and criminal justice major at East Stroudsburg University. And I was able to intern at a public defender and a district attorney's office in the United States Secret Service in DC. So it gave me an outlook beyond the area of what the criminal justice system looked like and how I could fit into that. Suffice it to say, I didn't have opportunities within my hometown, within the criminal justice system to work, so I looked outward. And I applied with all the major metropolitan areas, Washington, D.C., Detroit, and South Carolina. And South Carolina, a deputy sheriff opportunity came along, and I took it. So it started my career. And I was proud to serve the communities in South Carolina, and then rose among the ranks. I became a narcotics officer, and then I joined the military because it was a higher calling for me to serve our country. I was a Navy intelligence specialist, drilled at Marietta, Georgia, and then I transferred in 2002 to the Washington, D.C. Police Department in our nation's capital. I was in Georgetown, and I loved it. I loved, protecting and serving our communities. In addition to that, I still was a Navy intelligence specialist. I was a reservist at Andrews Joint Base. I enjoyed both, and it was protecting and serving our communities, and it was also serving my country. So for me, I had to go where the opportunities were, and unfortunately they weren't in my hometown, but now I'm able to utilize that experience within my hometown on the Wilkes-Barre Police Advisory Council in my capacity as a training member via King's College. So I am blessed and honored to be able to do that and have those experiences, but I had to look outward from my hometown. The Brzenchek Foundation Corp and its mission is a call to action to serve our community globally. We're a global change agent where we impact communities globally that may be underserved with different resources and opportunities or foreseen opportunities within the community by its members. So we educate folks within those communities about the resources that are available that they otherwise may not be aware of. And then we expand upon that. Then we train the folks. We prevent a number of different folks from joining gangs. We also prevent folks from having food insecurities. We have a number of different initiatives out there globally as we speak, even during COVID. So what we love to do at the Brzenchek Foundation Corp is help people. That's our core mission and value. I was inspired to write books because they're an educational tool for the community. And I was able to connect folks that co-authored these books with me, my two gang books, the first being The Gang Life, Laugh Now, Cry Later, Prevention and Suppression. I was able to have my colleagues who were subject matter experts in the field, two of which were gang unit officers in the state of Florida that added content, actual real-world content of their RICO cases, obviously changing the names and the characters within their portions of the book. And then I have a book right now, Transnational Organized Crime, Intervention, Prevention, and Suppression of Cybersecurity. I actually have a real-world Russian mafia member in there in that book. I have a SOCOM commander, a special operations commander in that book. And I have a number of different folks that are subject matter experts in this book that talk about content that the lay public would never have access to. So for me, it's an educational tool inside of the classroom and outside of the classroom in the broader community for folks to understand what's really happening in the world today. As an author, my favorite books and films are the Tom Clancy series. I enjoy Jack Ryan. I enjoy the novels also by Tom Clancy. Having been an intelligence specialist, I enjoy that world to the point where it inspired me to be an extra on Homeland. I'm on season 6, episode 12. I'm walking towards Claire Danes in the park. For me, that was the end goal, to be on the big screen. I love the new movie Without Remorse that Tom Clancy has out on Amazon Prime. So for me, I love those kind of intelligence-related series. I'm well positioned to speak on a number of different topics and issues based upon my background within both the law enforcement and the intelligence communities. These experiences, I've expanded my community affiliations to the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, where I service the South Florida area within the Coast Guard Auxiliarist capacity. I am also a member of the Office of Strategic Services, a member number 109, and that's the origins of the CIA. It's the Office of Strategic Services. I am also in a number of different community affiliations beyond the Brzenchek Foundation, where I'm connecting the community resources. My PhD research is based upon the lived experiences of gang unit officers in a southern state. And essentially what that means is what the gang unit officers think their job is, as opposed to what the community thinks their job is. And so then I understand basically both sides of the coin, and I encapsulate that within my research and outline that to the future readers of my published PhD. That is an educational tool that is an inside look within the gang unit that others would definitely not get. I had unfettered access, and I really want to thank the folks in that southern state for giving me that access, and I can only thank them because I can think I can only get access because of my former law enforcement capacity. It was really, really a precarious situation when you have folks that work undercover meeting someone at a spot that they don't know. So I would have to call in, give them my car color, what I was wearing, where I parked. It was really, really a security apparatus that was in place. And so for me, I was blessed to do that. But in addition to that, I'm sitting in their police headquarters interviewing folks in the rooms that they interview the people that they have arrested. So there was some reluctance among some of the gang unit officers, but as we move forward, they were more than gracious to give me the information that I needed that will help the community in the future once this is published. I'm involved in the criminal justice community currently within the Wilkes-Barre Police Advisory Council, aka PAC. I'm able to lend my expertise based upon the Philadelphia Crime Prevention Council that I sat on for a number of different years and help stand up this PAC through the training component via King's College. So for me, that's putting, practice to theory or theory to practice, as we so speak, in academia. I also teach as a criminal justice adjunct, so I'm teaching the next generation of criminal justice professionals within the classroom space. So for me, not just doing things within the community, but also in academia, because those are the folks who are going to be the next police officers, the next lawyers, the next judges. So to be involved in that capacity is very crucial for me. In addition to that, in the criminal justice community, I have the Brzenchek Foundation Corp, and that's, again, connecting resources and helping folks understand what the criminal justice system is all about. I'm Robert Brzenchek, and connect with me at www.robertbrzenchek.com. All my social media links are on that website: Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. In addition to that, check me out on my podcast, Injustice Anywhere is a Threat to Justice Everywhere by Robert Brzenchek. It's on all the major platforms. Connect with me and let's talk.